New Yorkers drink 7 times more coffee than any other city.
So why the fuck would I try a new one? Do you see what I'm saying?
So today, I'm gonna show you guys my favorite coffee shops.
That coffee has gotten pretty expensive.
I'm gonna quit caffeine for 30 days.
13 hours to brew 25 cups of coffee.
I am a professional barista at Café Grumpy.
Coffee is one of the most traded commodities in the world. Will this 30-day caffeine detox destroy my productivity completely?
And the daily habit of buying coffee.
Your daily coffee ritual is getting more expensive.
Whether or not this cup of coffee is making you poor.
It's going to run you around $4.50.
I'm gonna spend my entire day going to all of the coffee shops that I've always wanted to try out.
That's compared to inflation, which has grown around 10% during the same period.
There were headlines popping up all across the media, television, YouTube.
Caffeine is the most popular psychoactive drug in the world, and the way most people get it is through coffee.
Can increase your rate of cancer?
God damn, so many coffee videos. Can anyone be original? Anyway, here's another video about coffee.
Un film muet est trop muet. Mais ma voix et ma personnalité ne font qu'éloigner les autres de ma vraie beauté. Et maintenant, je ne suis plus enfermée dans une boîte, libérée des chaînes de la société, plus dans une cage rouillée, parquée, suffocant, forcée à cacher ma beauté. Avoir le torse nu, c'est avoir l'ultime liberté. Mais être torse nu n'est pas qu'un choix. C'est un mode de vie.
Welcome back to the vlog, everyone. This time I want to talk about coffee. Coffee is a mystery to me. Pretty much everyone that I know, they love coffee with their passion. Not me. People pay hundreds of dollars a week for a cup of coffee, and I have no idea what that's about. Why would anyone pay that much money for coffee? Well, number one, most people are addicted to coffee. And number two, most people can't live without it. They can't function. They can't go through their day without it. And number three, some people just like the taste of it. I am number three. I only like it for the taste. It doesn't do anything to me. I've been drinking coffee for about 5 months straight now, every day, just to make this video and just to see what it's like. The price of coffee is crazy. Most people go to Starbucks and spend $10 on a cup of coffee. $10 for a cup of coffee is insane to me. So today I'm gonna have a cup of coffee here. I'm gonna go to 3 other coffee shops to see what it's like and compare the prices and see what it is that people love about coffee shops so much and the culture of coffee in general. Someone that drinks just black coffee at home, I think is gonna be a complete waste of money and waste of time. I think it is a lot better, cheaper, and easier to make coffee at home. No coffee shop has no secret formula or anything like that that's gonna make you like it better or anything like that. That is not true. So yeah, welcome back to the Vlogumentary. Let's see what it is that people like so much about drinking coffee out there and just the culture of coffee. I'm excited to see the different pricing in between Starbucks and, you know, other independent coffee shops. I used to work in a coffee shop myself when I was younger, and I can tell you people take coffee very, very, very seriously at these places. And yeah, I used to work at Starbucks and Dunkin' Donuts. 2 very different experiences. The people at Starbucks would go crazy if anything was wrong with their coffee, and the people at Dunkin', they wouldn't really care or notice if anything was wrong with their coffee. Today I'm gonna use my coffee as a pre-workout to go to the gym, because that's what I try to use it for every time, but I found out that it doesn't work. Fitness is the first step to greatness, so let's get these gains. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe. Welcome back to another Vlogumentary. Thank you so much for viewing, liking, commenting, and subscribing. Come on, subscribe. This time I want to talk about coffee and the scamming pricing of it. Why is coffee so goddamn expensive these days? You spend more on coffee than on gas. Think about that. According to Google, coffee is a $5.7 billion industry. $5.7 billion. There's 8,269 coffee shops in New York City. Huh? Really, think about that. If you spent less on Starbucks, you could have your own private island by now. Shout out my homie Epstein. Let's take it back to the streets and see what's up with the coffee culture out there. Back to you, John.
Thank you, John. I'm gonna hit 3 different coffee shops. The first one that I wanna hit is Starbucks. So let's go to one of my favorite cities in Long Island, Garden City. I got a 10 to 20 minute drive ahead of me. Let's hit the road. Alright, so I just made it to the strip. So basically, out here there's 1,405 and a half coffee shops. As you can see, this is Garden City. We're gonna try Starbucks right now. We're gonna see what that's about. This one should be the most overpriced one, but I got faith in them. I got faith in them. It should be the best one if it's the most overpriced one. Let's see if the price matches the flavor.
Cheers.
Alright, Starbucks. Cheers. So basically this is the most famous cup of coffee you can get, especially here in New York. People are big fans of this shit. You know, Starbucks is the most like profitable coffee shop in the world. I used to work at Starbucks for about 3 days. I lasted 3 days on the job. They have a lot of quality control within the coffee shops, I'll say that. I'll give them that. But as far as pricing goes, I don't think they're the best ones. A lot of people say that you get what you pay for. Not when it comes to Starbucks. You pay for the name here. To me, the coffee's just a little more burnt than any other place. That is a one and only difference, but that's just my opinion. Feel free to correct me if I'm wrong in the comments. This is just black coffee with cinnamon in it, and I paid a total of $4 for it. $4 for a plain cup of coffee is insane to me. But most people don't get black coffee when it comes to Starbucks. They get an entire milkshake. Yes, a milkshake. There's cappuccinos, frappuccinos, macchiatos, all that bullshit that I know nothing about, obviously. I'm a big fan of pure black coffee. By the way, this is Garden City. People look at me like they've never seen a camera in their lives, you know, like, what the fuck is this kid doing? Come on. I'm a shooter, not that type of shooter, but I'm a shooter. But yeah, with that said, Starbucks is gonna get a 4 out of 10. Pricing is not good, coffee is not the best. And I'm not gonna see the effects of it today because I'm gonna have another 2 cups of coffee, so I don't know which one is the one that's gonna be doing what it's gonna be doing. Feel me?
It wasn't bad. I just don't get the hype. It is not worth the money. I would not go back. Next one.
Coffee shop number 2. They call this one the French Workshop. French coffee is supposed to be some of the best coffee out there. Right after the Colombian coffee, obviously. Let's not play games. But yeah, this spot looks like it has great hospitality. Let's see what they got to offer. I got high hopes. High hopes for this one. By the way, I don't know who needs to hear this, but it is cold as out here, bro. This unbearable, intolerable. I don't know how, yo, this shit is insane out here. I don't know how anyone can go through their day to day. I don't know how anyone can shoot their vloggumentaries in this weather. It is cold as in New York right now. Alright. So the French Workshop. For a French coffee shop, I was a little confused because I was served by 2 very nice Spanish gentlemen. Ain't nobody French in that motherfucker. Well, let's try it. As you can see, this one is a lot creamier. They put some sort of creamy crap on my coffee. I took 2 this time. I'll take 2 to tango. Alright, so price. As far as price goes, this is a small and this is a medium. They charged me $3 for a small. I thought Starbucks was crazy, but this is even crazier because this is a lot smaller for $3. It's basically the same price for something a lot smaller. So this is more expensive. I did not see that coming. Starbucks won that round. Wow, that's crazy. I thought Starbucks was gonna lose at all bases, but yeah. I like this coffee shop the best because a young gentleman in there that works there, he asked me, hey, what are you doing with that camera? And I told him about the YouTube channel and he subscribed. My man, if you're watching this, shout out to you. This is my favorite coffee shop so far, even though the pricing is a fucking scam. Cheers. Okay, so as far as taste goes, this is a lot better than Starbucks. A lot better by far. It is not burnt. I ordered the exact same thing in both, so you know that's how I'm comparing it. But still, the pricing could be a little better. $3 for a little teeny tiny cup of black coffee is not it. This is not a franchise. As far as I know, this is not a franchise, so maybe that's why the taste might be a little better, because you know they kind of like do what they want. They, you know, have an exact formula, and Starbucks, you know, is supposed to be like this one plain taste all over the country or whatever it is. This is a one-on-one coffee shop, so you know that makes it a little better, I guess. Maybe. I don't know much about this stuff. I'm just finding out right now. All right, quality control. They got these really plain cups, you know. They don't have like a crazy nice logo or anything like that, so I'll give it to Starbucks in that. Again, I used to work at Starbucks. I've never worked a day in my life here in the French workshop, but yeah, it seems like Starbucks is a little better. This one's a little creamier thing. They give you like a little foamy coffee, whatever. It looks a little better, but Starbucks is prettier as far as like the branding goes. So I'll give it to Starbucks on that. As far as the coffee house itself, this is way better. This is like a more like homely. Starbucks is more like they're trying to like sell. You know, everywhere you go, everywhere you look, it's like they're trying to sell you something. Here at the French workshop, it's a little different. It feels like a home in here. It's a lot more. It's a lot better. The environment looks a lot better, and by that I mean a lot less white people judging you. So, is this worth it or not? I would say no. Remember, I'm comparing all this stuff to drinking coffee at home. Drinking coffee at home still sounds like a better option than going to a coffee shop and paying $3 for something so little. So, no, I'm gonna go with the no. I paid $10 for 12 cups of coffee in this thing. I'm saving thousands per year. I guess it is not for me. I already blow enough money on OnlyFans. Next one. So the 4 or 5 coffee roasters. This one is my favorite one right here. I've been here about 2 times before, but I've never had the coffee. I always get a matcha latte. Yeah, your uncultured ass probably thinks it's pronounced latte, but no, it's pronounced latte. Get with the program. I'm already heavily caffeinated. God save me. All right, so let's see what we got. The 4 or 5 coffee roasters. It is not looking good. Wait until I start talking about this shit right now. Boy, was I in for a fucking surprise. This was a huge letdown. Alright, so the 5-4 coffee roasters, when it comes to price, this one was the worst one yet. I paid a whopping $6 for a cup of coffee. 6. Remember, this is black coffee. Look at the size of it. $6. This is supposed to be a small. I thought this one was gonna be the best one because when I pay for a matcha latte, it's $8 for the whole thing. So I wouldn't think a black cup of coffee would be practically the same. The quality control is pretty good. Maybe that's why it's so expensive. The coffee shop looks amazing in there. Everything they have, the cups look really good, and the branding is really nice. I'll tell you this, I'm not a big coffee drinker. I don't know if that's why, but I would never, like, I don't see myself willingly paying $6 for a cup of coffee. Black coffee, remember that. This is black coffee. So as far as the coffee house goes, it is the best one. They have really good music in there. This is one of the only places that really understands ambient music. It looks really nice in there. The aesthetics are beautiful. The best ones yet. The pastries and things like that, also really good. They have great bakery here. But again, $6 for a cup of coffee. Homie, that's crazy. So taste, it tastes a little better than the previous one, but I don't know. It's not like I tasted it and I'm like, oh shit, yeah, $6. Worth it. No. So if I had to compare the 3, I'll give it to the French one, Starbucks, and then this one. You know, Starbucks got number 2. Actually, Starbucks got number 1 when it comes to pricing. Wow, that is a slap in the face. I thought it was gonna be the worst one. But yeah, this was a really successful trip in the world of coffee. I know that my last video was a video about reckless driving, and then you get a video about coffee. You know, and that's how versatile I want the channel to be. On this channel, I want to study all kinds of things, and I want to make vloggumentaries about all kinds of things. And this one was about the price of coffee. Cheers. I am heavily caffeinated, and I'm going to finish it because I don't like to waste food. Especially when it's $6 a fucking cup. Overall, is this whole thing worth it? No. Make coffee at home, make food at home, live a frugal lifestyle at home. The moment you leave your house, you're paying for the environment. You're not necessarily paying for the product. The product is a secondary thing in every business that you go to. Not only on coffee, but on all kinds of food. If you are trying to save money, if you're trying to get your financial situation together, you should only be in a restaurant if you're working there. Trust me. So I'm gonna go back inside and finish my $6 cup of coffee and Jesus Christ, $6. So I'm gonna go back inside and finish my $6 cup of coffee in there. Thank you so much for watching the video. Cheers. Do not do this shit.
Please subscribe to the channel so you learn more about saving money. I try things here so you don't have to. And once again, thank you so much for watching. Oh, coffee doesn't do it for me, but I do like cocaine. I just feel like it gives you the energy boost you need. That's that extra raw straight powder.
Coffee. That's a flow.